Have you ever found yourself hearing sounds that nobody else can? If you have, then it may be because of tinnitus. With its name derived from the Latin root word which means ringing, tinnitus is often associated with patients who hear ringing sounds, whether in their head or in their ears. In actual fact, however, all patients will hear different sounds. Some may hear musical sounds or even the sound of running water. Besides the different sounds that patients may hear, individual tinnitus symptoms also vary from hearing the sound in both ears and hearing the sound in one ear only. Tinnitus can also be caused by many different factors. While each and every patient has different tinnitus symptoms, all of those who have experienced this condition will agree that it is not pleasant. When you are forced to constantly hear a sound that nobody else hears, it can get extremely annoying. For more serious cases of tinnitus, the sound may prevent you from falling asleep. As such, patients will find that they do not get sufficient rest and may not be able to complete their daily activities well. Due to the various negative effects of tinnitus, people have been looking for cures. However, tinnitus is often a syndrome of underlying ear problems. Hence, solving tinnitus may not be such an easy issue. The first step to stopping the ringing sound in your head would be to identify the cause of your problem. After which, you should always look for a doctor who will be able to advise you on what to do. You will be given suitable treatment and medication to ease and stop tinnitus. Of course, you can also alter your diet to supplement your doctor's efforts, as diet has been proven to be linked to tinnitus. If you would like to learn more about tinnitus, how to prevent it, and how to stop it from recurring, you should definitely read on. What is tinnitus and its causes? Many are unfamiliar with the word tinnitus. It is actually an ear condition, in which the patient hears ringing sounds. Apart from ringing, it can also be characterized by buzzing, whooshing, and other types of sounds that only the patient will hear, but not the people around him. While there are times when the sound seems to be originating from the head, it actually comes from the ear canal. Tinnitus is not considered a disease, although it is an abnormal condition of the ear canal. It is also usually viewed as a symptom of certain diseases that concerns a person's ear. Tinnitus basically affects the hearing of the person affected by it. There are 4 hearing system sections in the human body, consisting of the brain, outer ear, middle ear, and the inner ear. Here are some of the possible causes for this ear condition. 1. Dirt or earwax may cause you to hear sounds in your ear, since it can block the outer ear. When the outer ear is blocked by certain objects, it will make your ear more aware of the sounds that you have in your head or that part of the body, and when that happens, you will experience the ringing sounds. 2. This ear condition can also be caused by certain types of medication. In other words, it is the side effect of certain medicines, which is why it is always important that you talk to your doctor whenever he prescribes medicines to you, so that you will be able to avoid those that can cause this condition. 3. High intensity of music and excessive loud noise can also cause this kind of ear condition. Noise coming from firearms as well as heavy industrial equipments can cause an imbalance in your ear canal, triggering tinnitus. This is one of the reasons why a lot of people who are fond of going to concerts or working in industrial plants have tinnitus. 4. There is nerve in your ear, which is called the hearing nerve. If its microscopic ending is spoiled, which can be caused by an infection or excessive cleaning, you will experience tinnitus. These are some of the common causes of tinnitus. Now that you are aware of them, you will be able to avoid certain situations that can increase your chances of having tinnitus. If you do experience this ear condition, do not hesitate to approach a certified doctor, so that he will be able to find a solution for it as soon as possible. Treating and healing tinnitus. There are a lot of people who have the condition of hearing sounds that nobody else can these days. This is called tinnitus. If you are affected with this condition as well, you should find a remedy for it as soon as possible, because it will eventually affect your day-to-day activities. Apart from that, this condition in the ears can also worsen with the volume of the sound increasing if it is not addressed effectively. Therefore, it is indeed a good idea to seek treatment for it, so that you won't have to suffer from it for a prolonged period of time. As there are many possible causes of tinnitus, the first thing you should do to treat it would be to identify the cause of your tinnitus. This will allow you to find out what you should avoid so that this condition does not occur again. One of the most common causes of tinnitus is loud noise. If you are fond of listening to music in your room at full blast, then you should refrain from doing that since it can cause tinnitus to recur. In the worst-case scenario, it can also affect your eardrum. Identifying the cause of your tinnitus will also allow your doctor to prescribe the right medication for your specific illness that is causing tinnitus. There are a number of medications doctors can recommend to you in order to put a stop to the sounds that you hear in your ears. Besides prescription drugs, there have also been an increased number of people who are using natural remedies these days. In fact, some people would even attest that these natural remedies gave them more favorable results than the medication that doctors have prescribed them. Recent studies have found that many of those who suffer from tinnitus have insufficient intake of B-complex vitamins, such as the vitamins B1, B2, and B12. Those people who were found to be low in these vitamins were able to experience relief from the ear condition, thus, this could be the treatment that your body has been looking for. All you have to do is to find a way to check the level of B vitamins you have in your body and find a good B-complex vitamin supplement. Aside from these vitamins, there are also minerals that are found to provide beneficial effects to those who are suffering from the ringing in tinnitus condition. Minerals that you need to focus on would include zinc, calcium, magnesium, and manganese. There are also a good number of herbal treatments for tinnitus that have been used by those who suffer from the condition. One of which is called the ginkgo biloba, which has actually been used by Chinese people in taking care of various ailments. Recently, it has been discovered that this herbal treatment is also effective in providing relief to tinnitus sufferers. Studies proved that ginkgo biloba works as a treatment for tinnitus by increasing the circulation in the brain. These are the possible things you can follow to relieve yourself from this condition. Always take care of your ears and you can prevent tinnitus from bothering you again. Can tinnitus develop into a more dangerous disease? According to statistics, close to 1/5 of the total world population is affected by the ear condition called tinnitus. Tinnitus is an ear condition which can be experienced by people of different ages and regardless of gender. It is characterized by a person hearing buzzing or ringing sounds in either one or both his ears. Tinnitus is usually a symptom of underlying health problems or diseases and is not a disease. However, as there is always the possibility of tinnitus developing into a disease, it should be addressed. There are a number of possible reasons why you are suffering from tinnitus. One of the most common causes of tinnitus is exposure to loud noise. These days, there are many people who misuse certain devices such as iPods and MP3s by listening to music at full blast through their earphones. There are also people who cannot help being constantly exposed to loud sounds, such as those who are working at an industrial plant or construction site. These workers are usually equipped with ear muffs or other protective gears which are meant to block out loud noise from heavy machinery. It is important that a person cuts down his exposure to loud noises, since experiencing tinnitus is a sign that something is already not right when it comes to his ears. Ignoring this sign could lead to a more serious condition, especially since the loud sounds could bust the person's eardrums. Another possible cause of tinnitus is when a nerve in your ear is irritated. There is actually a hearing nerve found in your ears, and they have ends that are microscopic in terms of size. If the hearing nerve in your ear is spoiled, it can cause an imbalance in your ear and you will find yourself hearing ringing sounds. If this is not taken care of as soon as possible, the irritated nerve ending could eventually get infected. When this happens, the infection can spread towards the eardrums, and that could lead to a problem that is more serious than the simple tinnitus. It is imperative that you take care of your tinnitus as soon as possible, since studies reveal that a good number of people suffering from it eventually had to deal with mental problems, especially those who had to bear with the condition for quite some time. In line with this, it is wise to approach a reputable doctor at the instant that you experience this type of ear condition. Keep in mind though that there are a number of drugs that can also induce tinnitus, thus, you have to tell your doctor if you have been under certain kinds of medication when you first started experiencing tinnitus. In conclusion, you should not be afraid of tinnitus. Although it may be unimaginable to those who do not have this condition, you can learn to cope with the ongoing sound as it is usually of low decibels. Sometimes, doctors may not be able to help you as there is no suitable medication available for your tinnitus, but you should not feel disheartened as there are various alternative methods that are known to be of help. For one, you should take care of your diet since it can actually improve or even worsen your tinnitus. You can also play music or tapes that will help you to mask the sound in your head. Finally, if you have recently started experiencing tinnitus, do not feel down about it. You should always remember that you are not alone in your situation and that there have been many other people who have been in your shoes. Follow the above tips and you will definitely be able to improve your condition.